What do you think about him post game? You think he was cool?
So
you like the way he handled
this is I think this is from today. I think we have updated sound, and this annoys me from Cleveland's media.
Okay.
Because they're trying to bait Shedeur. They want viral content. They want him because they know he's somebody who's willing to speak his mind. They want him to give him something juicy.
Okay.
So they ask him about Kevin Stefanski sabotaging his career.
Oh, I did see this.
Have a listen.
But all your supporters out there say that Kevin Stefanski was sabotaging you.
So you just want to start trouble, huh?
No, I want to ask you what your relationship with him is.
Yeah, well, what people do outside the building isn't really in my control. It's not in my power. So I don't. Yeah, like I go out there and tell them to do whatever. You know, that's not nothing I could control or nothing I could do. But overall, you know, I'm just happy to be here. Coach Stefanski, he's been coaching since I got here, and he's been doing a very great job. You know, with everything that's going on.
But what is your relationship like with him and when we don't see you guys together?
Definitely like a coach. You know, he tells me what I need to do on and off the field. We definitely grown. Our relationship and everything has grown. So I'm just thankful to be here.
I mean, they want so bad. Give me something. They want him to say, well, you know, it's a little strained, or they wanted him to say something, because I don't think they knew he wouldn't say yes. He sabotaged my career. They were hoping he would have dangled out there something that would have been viral, would give them content to run with, and I thought that was an A+ answer from Shedeur Sanders. I thought him to dodge that and say no, and he called it out right away because he saw right through the question and said, "You're just trying to start trouble." And I love that from Shedeur.
Yeah, I will acknowledge that from the jump. I mean, and this is true. I don't think Kevin Stefanski is rooting for Shedeur. And I would say that as recent as even after the game, I think he gave out a bunch of game balls. And like the one person he noticeably, left out was Shedeur. So I think there is something to it. But at the same time, I think Shedeur has done a good job even since the draft of answering the right way when he needs to. The only time we saw him like kind of stray a little bit from that is when he wasn't playing and he gave that thing where he like was voicing, where he pretended to voice. And that was his like lone slip up. But I think he understands I'm in a good position right now. Let me not ruffle the waters. He's done a great job of that so far. I really love the way he answered during the draft, after the draft. He's always seemed reasonably gracious to me. I never really got the idea. Look, is he cocky in between the lines? Does he play with brash and a little bit of attitude? I like that about him. But I think he's, for the most part, done a good job with this. This is becoming a thing that I see with reporters that really does drive me crazy, though. And the players are starting to get pissed at it, too. I mean, it happened in the Jets locker room earlier this week. A reporter, I think it was Costello up in New York, he goes up to Justin Fields, and out of nowhere, Justin Fields, who's just minding his own business, scrums were everywhere else, and he asks him a question solely with the sole purpose of trying to piss him off, right? And he says like this, it's about God, it's about he answers great. Justin Fields always answers great, you know? And Breece Hall, who's a team leader, kind of came out on Twitter and was like, guys, what is the point of this? Like, why do you, and I'm telling, like, I know the whole point of today is to get a hot take, get a clip to go viral, but guys, if you're trying to cultivate a trust-based relationship with athletes, this is never the move. I mean, there's guys you'll get it from, but I don't know. I kind of hate that. I think it's like I think it's cheap when these reporters do
They're
that.
always trying to do it. They're trying to drum up something to go viral. They want content. They want that. That's what people are into.
Yeah.
They want to see the drama. They want you to give them some juice to feed. It's like sharks with blood in the water.
Yeah.
And especially on losing teams.
Sure.
When there's franchise, when your team's kind of coming apart, because there's a tendency, that's very human nature, to come apart and see some relationships that are frayed, and to have players, give you off the record content. So they're feeling pretty emboldened, those locker rooms, to ask those questions, and good for the players for calling them out. I do want to straighten you out, though.
Go ahead.
Because I think you just fell victim to something that I think is pretty common.
Okay.
Because you mentioned the game ball.
I'm not perfect, Dan.
My guys these are the captain of the Shedeur Sanders army.
Okay.
Unc and Ocho.
Okay.
Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson. They were upset, like you were, that Shedeur didn't get a game ball.
I didn't say it was upset, but it was noticeable to me.
Okay. After Dylan Gabriel beat the Miami Dolphins.
Didn't get a game ball.
Did not get a game ball. And he gave out way more game balls than he did in this one. He gave out a game ball to a dude who started like his most consecutive starts in his career.
Oh, really?
And then he gave out the entire defense a game ball in that one. I mean, he gave out like 40 game balls and did not give one to Dylan Gabriel.
Well.
I think it's just Stefanski. Some coaches are like that. They just do not want to give a lot of recognition to maybe the quarterbacks, maybe rookie quarterbacks. Like, kind of have to be a vet.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not just your first start. I mean, I'm trying to think of if I got a game ball for my first start, I probably grabbed one. Like that I could steal. Like
first win, though.
First touchdown pass. I got that first win
You know
on
what?
the road in Arizona. I don't think I got a game ball, but I think I took it,
Yeah.
because I wanted to have a memento. I don't know. I probably did. I think the game ball stuff was completely overblown. And this is what I think is driving Kevin Stefanski nuts. Everything's super dissected.
Yeah, of course.
And every time he gets asked about him, like even before the last 2 weeks of him getting asked about Shedeur every press conference,
Right.
I thought he was getting irritated. Just like Bill Belichick got irritated by getting asked by Tim Tebow.
Sure.
Like, why are you asking me about a third-string quarterback?
Right. And again, it in New York, it happens to Aaron Glenn every week. He gets on the microphone now. Now he's named Tyrod Taylor the starter. But for the last month, he'd get on, and the first thing he said is, guys, if you think you're going to ask me about the quarterback, I'm not going to answer.
That is normal.
Yeah.
They do not want to get asked about the backups and third strings
of course.
throughout there.